Get ready for a high-speed breakdown of everything you need to know today. We are diving straight into the creative mind of Seoul-based musician Peachy. He is ditching the music industry rat race to drop his latest ambient masterpiece titled The Third Story, Empty Airports, a project inspired by the quiet solitude of travel terminals and his own personal journey of self-discovery.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Next up, we are heading to the pitch for a massive K-League 1 showdown. FC Seoul is set to take on Daejeon Hana Citizen at the Seoul World Cup Stadium this weekend, and the stats are looking bright for the capital side. We have the full breakdown on why experts are backing Seoul to dominate this matchup and secure a critical win at home. Big changes are hitting the financial markets in South Korea today. The government is moving to protect investors by officially prohibiting listed companies from spinning off units for separate IPOs. This major regulatory shift also includes a new two-tier league system for the junior Kosdaq market, designed to bring much-needed clarity and stability to the corporate landscape. Finally, we are tracking high-stakes diplomacy as the South Korean Unification Ministry addresses tensions with the United States regarding North Korea. Minister Chung Dong-young has clarified that his recent public comments about a uranium enrichment facility in Kusong were based on open sources, as officials work to smooth over concerns about sensitive information sharing between allies. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell for all the latest updates. Ever wonder what happens when a viral sensation decides to hit the mute button on the entire industry? Today, we are diving into the fascinating evolution of Peachy, the Atlanta-born producer who went from teenage bedroom pop stardom to the quiet, minimalist soundscapes of soul. If you know him from his early hits like Falling for You, you might be surprised by his latest pivot, but stick around, because this is the story of someone trading the chaos of the musician-influencer grind for something much more profound. Growing up in Atlanta, Peachy didn't exactly follow the traditional path. He was too busy teaching himself Ableton and hitting up producer showcases to worry about homework. But at 16, life shifted from a hobby to a high-pressure career overnight. He spent years trying to fit into a mold that he eventually realized didn't even fit him. He wasn't just a product or a streaming algorithm statistic. He was a person dealing with burnout, anonymity, and the heavy isolation of being a transplant in a foreign country. His journey took him across 11 countries as a nomad, but he eventually found his anchor in Seoul. And this is where it gets interesting. This guy didn't just move to Korea to produce. He cold DM'd his way into a local hardcore band. Imagine having full creative control over your solo work one day, then learning to navigate the friction of a four-piece band the next. It's a masterclass in ego-checking and collaboration that's clearly shaped his recent work. His latest album, The Third Story, Empty Airports, is the centerpiece of this shift. Inspired by the quiet, sensory-friendly atmosphere of early-morning airport terminals, this project is a direct rejection of the rat race. It's sparse, ambient, and deeply personal. As someone who is autistic, Peachy found peace in those empty, clean spaces, and he channeled that exact feeling into his music. He's not chasing playlist placements anymore, he's chasing authenticity. What I love about his story is the brutal honesty. He's the first to admit that being a foreigner in Seoul is isolating, but that same isolation has provided him with a fresh lens on the beauty of the Korean landscape. He isn't looking for the spotlight like he was at 18. He's looking for a frequency that actually feels like his own. So if you're tired of the noise of the modern music industry, do yourself a favor and check out his Bandcamp. Peachy proves that sometimes the most important step in building a career is knowing exactly when to step away from the crowd. After all, if you don't define your own success, someone else will do it for you. Have you ever felt the need to drop out of the rat race to find your own creative peace? Let me know in the comments. Are you ready for some K-League 1 action? We are looking ahead to a high-stakes clash at the Seoul World Cup Stadium as FC Seoul prepares to host Daejeon Citizen this Saturday morning. If you have been following the momentum, you know that Seoul is currently riding a wave of confidence, coming off a gritty 1-0 win against Jeonbuk. They have secured 2 home victories in a row and the atmosphere in the capital is electric. On the flip side, things aren't looking quite as bright for Dijian. They're currently mired in a 3-game losing streak and struggling to find their footing. While history shows that Dijian has been a thorn in Seoul's side, winning 4 of their last 10 meetings, the current form tells a very different story. Our data analysts are signaling that the 1.82 odds for a straight Seoul victory offer genuine value, with our internal models suggesting their actual win probability is closer to 60%, comfortably outperforming the bookies' estimates. Looking for a bit more flavor in your bets? If you want to chase higher returns, a 1-0 correct score prediction sits at an intriguing 6.25, or you might consider a bet builder combining a Seoul win with both teams to score, no, and staying under 9.5 total corners. The defensive trends suggest that keeping the corner count low is a sharp move here. As always, keep a close eye on the lineups right up until kickoff, as injury news is the ultimate game changer in professional football. Remember, betting should always be an enhancement to your viewing experience, not a source of stress. Always wager responsibly, check the latest odds before you lock in your picks, and enjoy the beautiful game. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more expert analysis. Does Dijian have what it takes to break their losing streak, or will Seoul prove too strong at home? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever felt like the stock market was playing a shell game with your savings? Well, South Korea is finally flipping the table on a practice that has frustrated investors for years. The government is officially putting its foot down, banning listed companies from spinning off their units and taking them public separately, a move designed to end the infamous Korea discount that has long depressed valuations. It is a bold, necessary intervention aimed at protecting retail investors who have watched their parent company shares plummet every time a lucrative subsidiary rings the opening bell at the exchange. But that is not all. Authorities are also shaking up the junior Kosdaq market with a brand new 2-tier league system, pushing for better transparency and stricter standards for smaller firms. This is more than just regulatory housekeeping. It is a clear message that the days of corporate cannibalization are coming to an end in Seoul. It makes you wonder, if corporate governance can change this drastically in Korea, where else is the status quo about to be challenged? If you found this update on the shifting tides of the Asian markets insightful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories moving the global economy. After all, in a market built on trust, transparency is the only currency that truly matters. Did Seoul just accidentally leak a nuclear secret, or is this a masterclass in diplomatic damage control? Tensions are simmering between South Korea and the United States after Unification Minister Chung Dong-young publicly identified the Kusong region as North Korea's third uranium enrichment site. This revelation, dropped during a parliamentary session back in March, didn't just ruffle feathers, it allegedly sent Washington into a full-blown panic. According to reports from the Donghae-ilbo, the U.S. fired back with a strong protest, raising alarms that sensitive intelligence had been compromised and even hinting at a potential clampdown on intelligence sharing with Seoul. But here is where it gets interesting. The South Korean Unification Ministry is standing its ground. They insist that Minister Chung wasn't leaking classified U.S. intel at all. Instead, they claim his comments were based entirely on publicly available, open-source information. Ministry spokesperson Chang Yoon-jeong made it clear during a recent briefing that they've addressed these concerns directly with the U.S. Embassy. While reports suggest the U.S. is furious about the breach, Seoul is playing it cool, claiming they have no official word on any protests or information blackouts. Is this a genuine security breach that has damaged trust between the two allies, or is it just another episode of diplomatic friction behind the curtain of the Korean Peninsula's nuclear drama? One thing is for certain. When it comes to North Korea's nuclear ambitions, even a hint of a leak can trigger a geopolitical earthquake. What do you think? Was this a careless slip of the tongue, or just a convenient way for Seoul to show they are in the loop? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most sensitive news. Because in the game of international relations, sometimes what you say is just as dangerous as what you keep hidden.